Right, hello once again YouTube, welcome back to more from the depths. We're working on the destroyer. So, we've laid out most of the internals. I've realised just how little actual internal space we really need for a ship like this. Yeah, you really don't need that much space if you're doing this campaign, now I think about it, because you just don't need a lot of the normal internals. You don't need any space for active countermeasures, you don't need much engine because it's all drive. Yeah, just a lot we won't need. We don't need detection systems. We don't need extra AI space for the detection systems. So I think we'll add the deck first, and we'll well, some of the deck at least, and we'll also get some stairs in to get out of the hull because I want actual walk. I want these ships to be walkable. Oh, these will be wood, painted. Actually, no, not wood. These want to actually be reinforced decking. This ship is large enough that I'm going to consider it worth using it. I wasn't going to worry on the PT boat, but on the actual destroyer and upwards, yeah, reinforced deck. Battleship will probably have, battleship and cruiser will probably have extra layers of armour, or heavy cruiser. Don't know quite what ships we're going to build yet, but at the very least we want a destroyer, maybe a cruiser design, as well as the PD boat and the fighter before we start the campaign. Although I might skip on the cruiser, we might just go straight in with the destroyer and see how we do. Right, the other thing we want to do is air pumps for this section, and we might want to divide it up further as well. Yeah, tell you what, let's divide it up. So that the gun compartments have their own, well, compartment. So if we go highway alloy here, we'll have the doors, yeah, in that section instead of the normal place. 1, 2, 3. And we've got one there, that's good. Go. Like I say, keep this nice and segmented. Blending a bit better now. Yeah, there we go. Let's finish that deck then. Need to know where we're mounting everything. Right, this will be... We'll just go 2 meters this way around. And we'll go... Oh, actually, we got door in that one? Yes, good. Just fill that little gap with alloy. So it's full with something, but it's not too heavy. Right. And then we want the second layer of decking. Oh, shoot. We do want the decking, but we want it wood-coloured. Thank you. Keep the pattern going. Although it can't keep it going on the 1 meter sections. It's leaning a bit. I wonder if it would be worth stabilising it. Is it about the same size as that one? Yeah. It looks wider though somehow. I don't even think it is as wide, but I think it's the same width rather, but oh, width-wise. 13, yeah. Oh, no, we are wider. No wonder we've got so much space. This thing is 13 wide, including the thing on the side, right? Yeah. I think we are wider, actually, but that's fine. That's not too much of a problem. It seems to be working as intended, so... let's also add those. Lower decks are sealed. Yeah, we may have to stabilise it. Maybe with some hydrofoils or something? Just for stability, just for the roll, but... Yeah, if we added a couple and set them to just control the roll, would that work? This would be up to the right, and this would be up to the left. This is going down. Maybe the other way around. If this works, okay. If it doesn't, we won't worry about it. We'll try something else later. Maybe an actual keel. Oh no. Yeah, if we have that and we copy it, we put 3 at the front and see if that staves the improves the roll a little bit. Paste, other way, spread to neighbours. Because like a ship that size shouldn't really lean that much. We could also try a keel. That helps a little bit. Doesn't look too bad visually. It's not what I'd like though. I feel like a ship like this should work passively, but we'll try that for now. If it's getting really leany, we'll have to do something about it later. Right. So we have our deck installed. It's best to do first. Maybe the funnels. So they're out of the way. Right. These will be colourless for now. Actually, let's do these in white. What, straight funnels, or do we want to angle them? Yeah, well, we'll angle them at the base, but we'll have them straight to start with. So we'll go like that, angled at the front, but not at the back. And then they'll go straight up. We will, of course, actually run a pipe through it in a minute. We'll do this, because then we can do a stripe at the top. We could use the actual decorative ones, but seeing as our engines actually function, we might as well use the one or build an actual working smokestack out of this. For our larger battleships, we might end up just doing them individually, but or doing them decoratively. But for this one, do that, and then we'll do the actual pressure vent. The 0.9, please. Alright. The best looking thing I've ever made, but slightly too wide. That kind of bugs me that we've made this too wide, but I don't think it's going to be really a good idea to try and narrow it now. It's a lot of work, so we'll have to have our slightly large destroyer. Right. How have they done the funnels? Curiosity. Oh yeah, they've done a shape them to look like the real thing. We'll probably do a bit of decorating at the end of this build. Let's go black stripe. That could be black as well, because it probably would look quite blackened by the time it's been running for a while. Right. Bridge? No, let's add the guns. That's probably the best thing to do, is to install the weaponry now. Or at least the basic main guns anyway. So, sub objects. 3-meter turret. We'll add a all-in-one at the back. So, if I make this level with the deck, and then we can expand the secondary one, we can just like cut the turret head off. We'll prefab the turret head, cut it off, and then just raise it up a little bit to sit above the front gun. So, oh yeah, what gauge as well? AI Akazuki, what gauge are you? Oh, you're using those. Okay. Actually, is it? Oh no, actually, oh, it's not actually using. Okay, it looks like that one, but it's not actually using it. Okay, so it is actually a dual 100mm. I don't know what the... Is that fairly standard for destroyers? Hang on, we have those guns, don't we? Yeah, so that's based on that, but they're using advanced cannons. 100mm twins seem reasonably normal. 4-inch. Oh god, what is it? It's 2.5 centimeters to an inch, right? So that would be. Oh god, what would that be? It would be. What would be 2.5 times 4? Wouldn't it be 10? Or 10 centimeters, so that would be 100 mil. Yes, that's 100 mil as well. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it looks like 100, 105 mil. Not 200, not too unrealistic. 4.5 inch. So, Destroyers had them as well. Yeah, so we could go up to like 110 probably, and we'll maybe go dual barrel. That doesn't seem too unrealistic. Okay, advanced cannons. Oh, it's frozen. Right. No, gauge increase. No, we just want coolers. We might need some gauge increases though. If we do 2. So 2, and we'll say 110. A little on the beefy side, why not? On the idle angle, too bad. So we'll set an idle angle, but it won't be that. Okay, so we need 110. Okay. So do barrel spacing down a little bit. It looks a bit frog-eyed. Right. So we do a 5 meter. I don't know what their rate of fire is, but we'll try and get it firing at a fairly good speed. It's only a lightweight gun. Oh yeah, let's also test how wide can we build these. Can we build them all the way out? Still turn. Oh yeah, do we still have a chair down there? I should probably remove that so we're not spawned right into the bowels of it. We'll want to put our actual controls in the bridge. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. No, okay. Does that mean we need to leave the corners in there? Can turn? Yes. Okay. There we go. Right. Yeah, if we go maybe 1 meter recoil absorbers stealthily hidden in here, I don't imagine we'll need a huge amount of recoil absorption. And then we go... What do we think? 2 meter shells? It's obviously enormous for a real ship, but again, we're having to from the depths fight a bit. Yeah, if we go one of these on each side, or then maybe not the front, and then we can armor the front a little bit. Okay, and then we go... Oh. We'll do a second layer of these. Oh, can we just stack this on top? We can, but we'll need to make space for ammo thingies. We definitely don't want to just have one set of loaders. I'd like to have 2. Yeah, I'd like to put armor at the front of the turret. The internals. Oh, I guess I could do, yeah, I guess we could do that and actually stack them inside each other a bit. Okay. Actually, yeah, these would go 3 meter, couldn't they? Yeah, how do I do the same thing again, but... Oh, Bob. Oh, actually, I know how I can do it. I can go... like that. This might have a slightly crazy firing rate, which I might have to be a bit aware of. So I've got it there. Okay, maybe this... Yeah, actually that could work. try this. So we'll go 2-meter shells. Go like there and there. Go like there and there and there. Oh, the only thing with that one is, yeah, it's covering those ones from being able to have 2 loaders. If we just take that one out. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so take those out and then we go... It should be 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Front of this turret can actually have some armor on it. Okay. Same for that, why not? Armor's not very expensive. Same for here. Let's pack the empty space with a bit of armor to make it a bit tougher. And then like that and that. Okay. Still turns. Good, good. See what we could even do. We could put the, what's that long one there? Yeah, put the shell in here. Why not? Advanced cannon, ammo controller. Right, what would a gun like this be firing? So it'd be... So we go for an armor-piercing head. It's what, a 110mm gun? Clip length required 2 meters, so we could even potentially add another one. Is this okay? 2 meters, yep. Okay, so we're going to have quite a complicated shell. At the moment, muzzle velocity enormous, damage not that much. If we did a solid warhead body, have a look in for armor piercing. So 50 armor piercing, quite high armor piercing actually at the moment. Could we do an APHE shell? Are we at the right gauge we can make that work? What's our armor piercing? 40, that will punch through metal at the moment. If we do a fuse, is that still going to be enough? 37, maybe. Still firing very quickly. What does it want for barrel length? 8 meters. That's quite long, actually, but see how that looks. It's a long barrel for a gun like this, although we could always snake neck the mount over to be right at the back of the turret. Add some ammo boxes onto deck quickly. We do still need to fill the magazine in when we get to that point. What's the firing rate on this gun? It is... Pulling limit is a lot higher than the autoloader limit. I suppose I should have expected that. 40 rounds a minute. That's not bad. That's what, a shot every 1 1/3 seconds? That's quite high. That would be a very high fire rate, I think, for a gun this size in real life. Or at least from this era, anyway. But does it want to be firing in twin bursts, I suppose, to be... Maybe. If we just let it fire at maximum rate, I've got to fire in bursts now. I don't like that at all. That's fine. I'll set it back to 40. Or 41, I suppose. Why not? I don't like to use the decimals, but... Let's see what that actually did, if anything. So we hit it there. Explosion on the outer hull. Did not pen. Oops, we hit ourselves there. Okay, it could be that our armor piercing is not high enough. Let's maybe rework that shell. So rather than trying to APHE, it might work, but I'm not too convinced. We just went for a... what do you call it? For a mostly HE shell, it's got a huge firing rate. We could, of course, modify into dual-purpose shells, I suppose. Oh wait, we just click clips, don't we? Yeah, we could potentially set them up for dual-purpose shells. I think I am going to snake neck this back, so... Which, I mean, so it's going to be an 8-meter barrel. Actually, let's have it get above deck before it goes back. To compensate for the long barrel, they've moved it back into the hole. For your law reason. Still be 2 barrels at 10. Needs to be 40. 30? 30? Why is it 30 now? You still at 110? Why is this fire written up to 30? Oh, is it because the shell's more complicated? Okay. Man, that does make a big difference. Scratching the paint at the moment. Maybe we'll have more guns, won't we? And we'll have the torpedoes. Any serious damage done to it? Blowed some railings off, scorched the armour a bit. Not much at the moment. Right, and what's that at? That's still at 700 and something. Let's really ham up the HE on this. Let's get it down to like... It was around 400. We should still get some hits. Okay. Maybe even some fragments. Why not? Go for about that much as fragment. And... clips. It's loading. Okay. Oh, shoot. Right, yeah, can I actually pay attention to which way it's facing? Right. It seems to be trying to see accurate, these shells, I am noticing. Good news is we can probably shorten out the barrel. Oh yeah, that's doing a bit more damage. That visibly knocks some stuff off. Not tremendous damage, but we might just build it and see how it goes. What does the barrel length actually have to be now? The gun's way shorter now. Barrel length, yeah, 5 meters. Yeah, let's... There we go. A bit better. That looks a bit better in terms of actual barrel length. Might be even less accurate now, but hey ho. It's probably because we're not getting a lock on. You know what, actually, if we do... Save vehicle. Royal. Load it back in again. Load in an enemy one. And then we'll AI off, firing off. Hit rate of not stellar, is what I'm noticing here. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, but it aims for more for center mass. Yeah, might have to see what it's like when combined with secondaries to get a real good idea of it. Oh, of course, yeah. Got it to fit the texture system, so it's already good to fire. Right, let's build it some kind of decent actual armor then. Right, so assuming we're gonna get on deck, let's see, we could go for a sort of boxy style turrets, I suppose. Yeah, why not? But what we'll do, we'll plug it in even if it doesn't actually make any difference, but we'll fit a rangefinder to make it look like it's doing something. I don't think it makes any difference at all, but it looks good. A few decorations like a little ladder on the side and the front. Things like that. Ship decorations pack. Why can't I add this? Oh. So I want to be attached there. It's a ladders thing, right? I'm not imagining that. Hang on a minute. Maybe it's in normal decorations, the ladder. There's the one I'm thinking of. And maybe... Okay, I think that looks alright for a basic little turret. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't painted it. Let's do it now because we're going to mirror it. Should we even go for red? Should we go for affection first bright red and then use for the top of the gun and then maybe white for the lower sections? I think that'll look alright. Oh. Oh, what have I deleted? Oh, I deleted that. Okay. Now that's what I wanted red. Do regular colour for that bit. These bits should be white. Yeah, we'll leave the ladders the plain silver colour. Mantlet, is that going to change much if I change the colour? Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, now isn't there a... I forgot a decoration for like a canvas bit over the mantlet like they sometimes do. Don't think there'll be one of those, but it's in assorted. I think it's all doors and hatches and things, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Then we'll quickly We'll reinsert these and we'll also actually have the right colour set. Now let's have that gun. Supplements mode. Save it as 5 meter. Oh, 5M MK1 destroyer gun. Love it. There we go. Right. What we will do is potentially synchronize them and also increase their height so that the second one is sitting above the other. We'll add a little, I can't think what the word for it is, but there is a word for the thing you put on a deck to sort of stick a turret on. Oh, that is too big. That size. Let's take this out. Let's fit it 2 blocks higher up. Barbette. Barbette is the word I'm looking for. Is that the recoil pushing them over? Might need to add a recoil compensator on it. It might be part of why the ship's leaning so much. Aside from the weather. The current recoil is 665. Now it is still 665. Okay, that doesn't actually help at all. I'm going to guess that means it's negligible and it is just the ship itself is a bit unsteady. Well, they did some damage, actually, between the two of them. Ah, looks like we've got a magazine hit on one of the guns. Obviously, it wasn't firing back, so it's not the fairest of fights, but 2 degrees when it's idling. So that should look okay. To say, oh, we destroyed it. How did it look when you reset? Yeah, that looks quite nice. Okay, I think those guns are looking good. Now we'll want a bridge. We'll want the rear torpedo launchers. I don't know if we can fit one of those guns. No, we won't be able to fit one of those guns in the rear. We will fit some secondaries. But I believe that's actually it for the episode. So what I'll do to finish up is I will add... Let's add that red paint that we've been meaning to on the upper section. Whoop. But yeah, again, I'm going to try and remember to say more often in these vids. I do make games as well as playing them. So if you really want to support the channel, go check those out. There's links in the description for those. Next time we'll try and start fitting some of the other weaponry to this thing. I think it's coming out along okay at the moment. Not been any enormous problems just yet. But of course, it's still early. There could certainly be something still come up. We're just like, oh, great, that breaks the whole thing. But I think it's starting to look okay. It's functioning reasonably well so far. That is going to be a bit of a problem decoration-wise, but we'll maybe just have the drop-off bit at the bottom be red. I do also need to paint the rudder and the propellers gold. Or brass. But, yeah. Hopefully you've enjoyed. I'll just do that painting on the bottom, and then we'll call it there. Just very quickly, oh, I need to do this bit as well. That's it. No, we'll call it there. Goodbye.